Hi, I'm Zuhabe. I was a taxi driver before I changed profession to becoming a driving instructor. Now, the thing about the taxi job is that very, very long hours, unpredictable timings of getting home. You can't plan anything. You don't know how much you're going to make, which is unnecessary stress. But now I've changed job to becoming a driving instructor. I've got a rough idea of when I'm finishing. In fact, I do know when I'm finishing. I know how many days I'm working, how many hours I'm doing in a day. And the advantage is you can work your own hours, and plan stuff ahead. That's one thing that you cannot do in the taxi trade. You don't know who you're going to be sitting with, where you're going to be going, what time you're going to be coming back, and what kind of person you're going to be getting into your car. So there was many risks because I used to do driving in the night time in the taxi trade. So XYZ, violent people, aggressive people, people that are not in their senses. So I mean, this job, driving instructing, very neat and clean, respectful job. You can do what you want, which is teach people, which in taxiing is a dead-end job. You can't, progress anywhere further, where in this job you can take further exams and train other people to become instructors if you want, or you can just teach people. So I would recommend this driving instructing over minicabbing or taxiing any day, because you're your own boss and you can work when you want and stuff like that. So the one thing about the driving instructing job is that you know when you're going to be working, but you don't have any power over cancellations. Because one day, you're going to be teaching different types of people, meaning mothers, even older generations. So you don't know when they're going to be ill, so you might get a phone call on the day saying, oh, I'm not well, and 2 hours is gone, maybe 3 hours is gone. But that's one little downside you can say, but then you can pre-plan it and put it into your next week or the following week. If everyone, one day you wake up, you're not well, you can be excused, and then just tell them that, look, this is the story. So that's one downside. The other thing is that you get all different types of people that you're teaching. Now, when you say to someone that they're not test ready, some people take it in a very negative way. Negative way meaning that they might think you're trying to, make money off them or trying to con them in any way to get more hours out of them. But that's not the proper case scenario, because you have to be very, very honest about certain things. Now, the test includes many elements, as many people know. You've got to go through a lot of modules, maneuvers, and the proper way to drive, and it is very hard now to pass tests. So when you tell someone that, oh, you need, not even X amount of hours, but you're not test ready, some people do take it in a negative way and cause, I wouldn't say an argument, but a little bit of a fuss, or they might think that you're trying to make more money off them, but that's not the scenario. So I mean, that is the other downside that I would say you feel when you're telling someone that you need to do more hours and they're not taking it in as the way you expect them to. So that's one other thing. And another thing is sometimes you got to give up your weekends. You have to be a bit more understandable in the fact that people work Monday to Friday, long hours. Weekend is their only time off. So you got to balance it in that way. I mean, some people after working 10, 12 hours cannot physically or mentally drive because they're not going to be learning anything. So you can plan it in a way where weekends is good as well. So you got to adjust sometimes to their timings. But apart from that, everything is good, neat and clean job. You got the pleasure of teaching someone and teach them properly, and that's what you expect. And I work for Wimbledon Driving School. I was working somewhere else before. Not going to name anything, wasn't too happy. Started this around 10 months now with this school, and very, very happy. Very nice and clean clients, and it's very busy.